Well, about 19, oh brother, let me think about this a minute. About 1940 or 41, that's a while ago. My brother and I started taking piano lessons. He was 5 years older, and he did pretty good, and I did very well. It was easy for me, so it was discovered then that I had some talent. If that was where my talent was going to be, if I had any, it was music. So in 1945, I joined the school band in the seventh grade. So to make a long story short, there I've played instruments for 67 years, 67 years, and got interested in the swing and jazz part of it. Rock wasn't even thought of. Rock didn't come on the scene till mid 50s and up, and here we're talking about 1945. So it was still big bands then, consisting of five saxophones, five brass, three trumpets, and a couple of trombones, piano, bass, and drums, and maybe a girl singer sitting out front. At the end of 50, the beginning of 51, I got the word from the East Texas band. I'm still in high school, a senior in high school, going to graduate, that the first sax player had been called back into the Korean War. He was a veteran and had to go back. So there was an opening for that, so I went over and played, and they took me as a high school kid to play with that dance band the rest of my senior year. So then I go to North Texas State, which was really known for that type of thing, and got in the program there, the jazz band, and started adding doubles. I could play clarinet a little bit with my sax, so and I was playing bassoon, and that's how I got in North Texas, was on bassoon. They wouldn't even take you on saxophone back in those days. After North Texas, came to Dallas, and there was lots of work making commercials, and it paid well. I was going to stay here a while and leave and go to Los Angeles. Already had connections out there, knew who I was going to take from, where I was going to take, had a teaching certificate for Pasadena schools, and could go right to work and try to get in the scene out there, playing movie background music and all that sort of thing. So anyway, the recording business was so good here that I never got there.
In case you're just joining us, this is Tonight. And I can't think of too much to tell you about it, except I want to give you the bad news first. This program is going to go on forever.
Vice President Humphrey came one Sunday afternoon at the Adolphus Hotel, and I was with a small band to play for him. And as I went in, there were guys up on the roof of the Adolphus with rifles. This is after the assassination. And I go in carrying a gag bag with my saxophone, looked like a rifle. And boy, they stopped me immediately and jerked that thing out. And when they held up the saxophone, the Secret Service said, "It's not loaded, is it?" And I said, "No." So I played for Humphrey. I played for Al Gore when he was going by Albert Gore and ran for president, or trying to get the Democratic nomination. We played for him at the the one out on the Dallas North Tollway Hotel. Played for Richard Nixon when he was running, the time he ran and made it, not the time he ran against President Kennedy and did not make it, but he ran against Hubert Humphrey, I guess, and made it. And played for George W. Bush out of office, just at a party in Highland Park. There was a party for him in the home of Gerald Ford, not the Gerald Ford president, but Gerald Ford that's contributed to SMU, and the stadium's named after him. And Ronald Reagan, this is really a strange I played for him in the late 50s, and he was not even in politics yet, had not run for governor of California. He was spokesman for GE. And but there has still been a market for what we do with the older people, and that's why we are still in existence and still going to some extent.